Okay, are we live? I am as surprised as anyone else that I'm streaming right now. I was not expecting to be doing this today, but I was training in the Elite Four, and I got to Lance, and I used uh, electrodes. Uh, I used electrodes Thunderbolt to take out Gyarados, and then a drill peck from Dodrio uh, handled uh, Lance sent out his level 50 Dragonite. Drill peck from Dodrio, he used Safeguard, then I used the Fly that took him out. And then he sent out Aerodactyl, so I sent Electrode back out and took it out with a Thunderbolt. So I am 3 Pokemon into his 6 and have not taken any damage yet. So I figured that I should probably go live, and because it looks like I might actually win. So here we are, and let's see how this goes. Let me turn down the volume a little bit more though. I updated OBS earlier today, which means that my settings are a little bit off. And they made the numbers smaller. Okay. I accidentally clicked something that made electrodes stay out, which I did not want. But I'm just gonna go boom. Because he'll probably paralyze me if I don't. Oh no! I did not expect that. Well then, Dodrio again, I guess. Yeah, he's going to heal, but if a Drill Peck and a Fly took out the level 50 Dragonite, 2 Drill Pecks will take out one of the level 49s. Guaranteed. No problem. I did put the experience share on Onyx so that it was getting levels this time through as well. Okay, I don't know what this Dragonite has. It might have Thunder. I hope it doesn't. Actually, it probably does have Thunder. Now it has Blizzard. I think I can take one Blizzard. Oh, it was a crit! No! But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to send in Muscle, and because I do not trust it, I am reviving Dodrio. I gave it a lot of thought, and I feel like I should be allowed to do this. Since Dragon Rush missed, I'm going to have Billy ready as well. Is that another? That's another crit. I think the items are completely justified if they're going to get that many crits. So another Drill Peck will take this Dragonite out. And we are down to Lance's last Pokemon, which is a Charizard. I'm going to send in Onyx, because the Rock-type moves deal 4 times damage to Charizard. We'll see if I can actually get a hit out. I might even outspeed it, honestly. I am a higher level. So Rock Tomb did more than half and dropped his speed. I resist Air Slash, so it doesn't do all that much. I just need to hit one more. I missed. He hits another Air Slash. I have Rock Tomb hits, Charizard goes down, Onix got the last KO, and I am the Pokemon League champion. Surprise! I did not think I was streaming today. I still don't feel good after yesterday, but I don't know, winning kind of makes you feel better. Whew. You have become truly powerful. Your Pokemon have responded to your strong and upstanding nature. As a trainer, you'll continue to grow strong with your Pokemon. Oh no, it's all over. Professor Oak, if you weren't so slow. Ah, it's been a long while. You were close. Wrong game. So, Lance will take me into the back because the normies are not allowed back here. It's been a long time. So, I get to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. But this is not the end of the run. HeartGold and Soul Silver have Kanto as well. So, we're really just getting started here. I got obtained the link trade. Obtained in the link trade. We'll see if something weird happens with Machamp, since I had to add it. Obtained in the link trade. And obtained in the link trade. So all in-game trade Pokemon. Only 4. Sometimes when there's 6, some of your Pokemon get kind of covered up by the other ones. But when there's only 4 back there, it feels better. My headset is already beeping at me because I did not expect to be playing today. So I will plug it in while the credits roll. Alright. Credits are almost over. What? So, our game was already saved. It does that automatically for you. And when you load up, you'll be back at home. Professor Elm has something to give me. Well, I was gonna say that there's a problem, but no, there's no problem. We're good. He gives me the SS ticket so we can go to Kanto. There are plenty more, in-game trades waiting for us in Kanto. There is no PC anywhere in New Bark Town, but fortunately, my Pokemon that knows Fly is in my party. So my plan is to do the main, like, little side mission that you can do at the start of, going to Kanto. So that we're making, progress rather than me just screwing around for a while. I guess I can do a little story time about the first time I got to this point in HeartGold, because in the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal, when you got to this point and went to Kanto, the levels dropped. Like, everything you fought was weaker than the Elite Four. And having remembered that, uh, I thought it would be a smart idea to shuffle around my party a little bit. Like, I didn't have a fire type, so I brought Growlithe with me. And a bunch of other not leveled Pokemon. And we're gonna see why that was a bad idea. But first, Professor Oak is going to upgrade our Pokedex to the National Mode. So 493 Pokemon that were available at that time. Basically, it adds the Hoenn and Sinnoh Pokemon. So we're going to get on the ship. I am in fact the last passenger. And it is going to sail from Olivine to Vermilion. So as soon as you go forward, this gentleman will come and run into you. And he will tell you that his granddaughter is missing. So this cabin right here is yours. There's a PC in there. There's a bed you can sleep in. But we're also going to find some trainers in some of these rooms. And I was expecting, something like level 30. Like, exactly 30. And then I ran into this coughing that's level 36. And I was like, that's a little bit higher than I was expecting, but I think we can still handle it. It decided to blow up on me because it can't do anything to Onyx. And thankfully for me, I did not put all of my higher level Pokemon in the PC, otherwise I would have been screwed. Like when he sent out Flareon, because the Flareon is level 39, even higher than the Kimono Girl's Flareon. And if you're using like level mid-level 20 or lower Pokemon, a Flareon can do a lot of damage to you. But I do remember that I made it through this battle, and I thought, oh, well, that's one fire breather. What's the big deal? Maybe they decided to throw a little bit stronger of a trainer. You have to remember, this is like a week after the game came out. There was not a lot online about the game. So then I came in here, and there's double battle in here. And they are also sending out Pokemon in the high 30s. So at this point I'm starting to think, did they change the game? And yes, they did change the game. They decided that going to Kanto should still feel like a step up in difficulty. So they decided that they would make everyone in the game stronger, basically. So the gym leaders of Kanto are not necessarily weaker than the members of the Elite Four. Uh, their levels are reasonably matched with them. Just the gym leaders will typically have fewer Pokemon than the Elite Four members did. So they decided that they didn't want, the second region of the game to be uh, particularly easy. There is some animation in Pokemon that suggests that there is actually a good reason for why the gym leaders can be stronger uh, when you fight them as champion of Johto. One thing that sticks out to me is Pokemon Origins, the four-part series that existed basically to tell the story of the games in animation form. Uh, when Red goes to battle Brock in the very first episode, Brock asks him how many gym badges he has, and at that time Red has 0, and Brock then chooses his Pokemon based on that information. So, based on that dialogue, it seems possible that the gym leaders actually have a lot more Pokemon than we see. They just base what they choose to use against you uh, to match your progress. Now, that's not perfectly true because, there are points where you can do the gyms out of order and, they weren't going to code a bunch of different teams for the gym leaders based on how many badges you have, but it seems like there may actually be a good reason for why they have vastly different teams in different games. All the gym leaders have 2 different teams in this game, but we won't be getting to their second teams for quite some time. So the Bronzor and Golem that this guy had basically wiped out my entire team when I first played HeartGold. And that's when I went to the PC in my cabin and changed back to the team I had beat the Elite Four with. Because I was not prepared for a Bronzor at that time. And really, Onyx is the worst choice to fight Bronzor as well. That cabin there is the gentleman's. So at any time, you can sleep here. This is not Generation 1. You can sleep on the ship. And if you take the ship in the future, sleeping is what will make the journey finish. But this first time, you have to find the missing girl before you can actually move on. Let's see, there's a seasick juggler over here. I did consider teaching Onyx Dig. I did confirm that when you reach Kanto, you can buy additional copies of the Dig TM. So I could have taught it to Onyx and not, you know, missed out on potentially teaching it to any other Pokemon in the future. But then I ended up winning the league while training today. So I don't need to teach it Dig. Machoke, if it actually bothered to attack, could do a lot of damage to Onyx, but it flinched once and then used focus energy. Now we got Magmar. I'll have to stick with Onyx for a while. I have a specific Pokemon in mind that is going to replace Onyx, but I can't get it until a little ways into Kanto. Stone Edge, though. So Stone Edge has 100 base power and 80 accuracy, so it is twice as powerful as Rock Throw or Rock Tomb. Has the same accuracy as Rock Tomb, less accuracy than Rock Throw. But I think I'm going to get rid of Rock Throw because while it is slightly more accurate, it doesn't have a secondary effect like Rock Tomb does. Stone Edge also has the secondary effect of heightened critical hit chance. Part of me is wondering if I should get rid of Headbutt instead, because if I decide to change my mind, I can get Headbutt back easier than I could get Rock Throw back. But I don't want to be left without a move that is, even for a little bit, be left without a move that is accurate. I'll get rid of Rock Throw. When you're going to replace one of your Pokemon, it really doesn't matter what you do with their moveset. I don't need to agonize over it that much. Right now, I'm just trying to get Onyx caught up to everything else. Which, you know, with the trade boosted experience, it doesn't take very long to catch up a Pokemon. Got a Makuhita here. That's a Hoenn fighting type. You see it pretty early in Hoenn because the second gym leader is a fighting gym leader, Brawly, and he has a Makuhita. This one is just hanging on by using Endear over and over again. Eventually it would fail. You gotta Eradicate. I'm gonna try Stone Edge, just because I want to use it. I accidentally pushed down instead of right, so I'm using Rock Tomb. Onyx did have a chance off screen to learn Double Edge. I chose not to do it because Onyx can have two abilities. Sturdy to prevent one-hit KO moves, or Rockhead to not take recoil damage from moves that deal recoil. If it had Rockhead, then learning Double Edge would be a great idea. But since it doesn't, I decided not to learn it. So I ignored this cabin before. The guy asked me to find his sleeping crewmate. I resent your implication. I challenge you. It was, but he was sleeping. That's why I ignored this cabin before, because if you come in here before being asked to find him, he'll just be sleeping away. You have to have been asked to find him before you can actually do anything. I am almost out of uses of headbutt. They would resist the rock move, but they do not resist steel moves. Between the recoil damage from submission and the defense drop, if I hit again, he does go down. And he's also got a side duck, which would potentially hit me hard if he uses a water move. Let's try Stone Edge. Stone Edge hits. I've also considered making Onyx's held item a wide lens to help mitigate the lesser accuracy of most of its moves. But that's a problem for all rock types. Rock type moves are just not accurate enough. And there is one more trainer here. Let's talk to her. She's got a level 41 Seeking. Heightened critical hit chance for Stone Edge. It may have taken it out either way, I don't know. Alright, so Onyx is now caught up to where Machamp is. They're both level 55. Dodrio just got way ahead of everything because it is just so well matched against the Elite Four. So, we're still, everything's behind Dodrio right now. So, if you come in here, you will find that the child is bothering the captain. So, we take over and she wants to play hide and seek. The captain says that his job is actually demanding and that she's not in this room, but she can't get off the ship. I will show you exactly where she is hiding. It is always the same. If you just come over here, all the way over here, you can see her head poking out from behind this wall. And she will go back to her grandfather. And he rewards you with a metal coat. So if you don't want to play the Pokeathlon and still get a metal coat, you will get one here, which you can use to trade Onyx or Scyther while holding it to evolve them. It also will boost the power of Steel type moves if you're holding it. Alright. If you've been keeping up with seeing Suicune in its various locations, you will see it again here. So it turns out that Suicune has also come to Kanto. There are 2 additional locations where you will see it. So there is a problem here in Kanto. The power plant is not working properly. My mouse stopped working. Uh, Am I live? I think my computer is crashing. I can't save the game either. I also don't know if you can hear me, or if I'm live, or what. It says I'm still live on my app, but I can't do anything. I also don't know if you can hear me. Can I be heard? Can I be heard? Yes. So, my headset is, the stream is still live. I'm still transmitting audio. Uh, but I can't do anything. My mouse doesn't work. Neither my mouse nor my trackpad is working. My keyboard is locked. I've never had an issue where my computer just stopped. At least not this computer. Control Alt Delete does nothing. Escape does nothing. I wish I could at least save the game so that I don't have to worry about losing what I've just done. But if I can't do anything, let me try putting it to sleep rather than shutting it down entirely and see if that brings anything back. That will, of course, cut off the stream, but I'll try and be back live as soon as possible. Okay, a lot just happened. Am I still... I'm not sure if I'm not sure what's happening. What is the issue?